So John, this trial lawyer, begins to tell me about how he, not a Christian, not a preacher, went to Israel. And when he went to Israel, he started doing all this trial lawyer thinking, and he starts finding out about these famous archaeologists who independently removed a sample of blood from a slab that had been tested in Israel, and I had heard about that, but John so described it to me, by the time this trial lawyer was done, I was ready to receive Jesus, and I was already saved. I remember you told me that there was actually a video about that, and he sent it, but listen to the content of Dr. Wyatt for 1 minute.
Is that you said that you had the blood of our Lord examined by the Israelis.
That's correct.
What was their determination of that?
Okay, dried blood is dead blood. Everybody knows that. However, there's no way I know that you can get a chromosome count out of dead blood. You can get a DNA and some other things, but not a chromosome count, all right? That's done by living white blood cells. I took the blood into a laboratory in Israel. I just said, please examine this blood and tell me what you can tell me about it. They said it's human blood. We can tell that. They did whatever tests they need to do. And then I said, take some of the white blood cells and put them in a growth medium and keep them at body temperature for 48 hours. And they said, well, that'll do no good because it's dead blood. I said, would you please do that for me? And they said, okay, we'll do it. Examined it under a microscope, and the one technician called the other one over there, and then they called the boss over there, and they looked at me and they said, Mr. Wyatt, this human blood only has 24 chromosomes in it. Everybody else has 46. You see, 23 from your mother, 23 from your father. This blood had 23 chromosomes from the mother's side, one Y chromosome only. They said, this blood is alive. And then they said, whose blood is this? I said, it's the blood of your Messiah.
Come on, somebody ought to give God praise for the blood. I said, somebody ought to give God praise for the blood. It's alive. You need to share that with everybody on Instagram, Facebook. People need to see that this isn't just any blood. This is the blood of God.